Most people think lowering the interest rate is what lowers their car payment. But I just saw a deal where it barely changed the payment at all. And I'm sitting there thinking, that's not even the part that matters. So I had a dealer call me, a customer sitting right there in the office. And they're asking if putting more money down is going to lower their rate. Now, they already had an approval in place. They were trying to figure out if 5,000 or 10,000 down changes the rate. And I'm sitting there thinking, wait, they're about to drop 10 grand and they're worried about the rate. So I ran it and the rate barely moved, not even a full point. The dealer tells them, and they decide not to add any more cash down. I understand the decision. That's how I used to look at it too, focusing on the rate just to feel like you got a great deal. But that's not what's going to move the payment. What actually makes the difference is how much you're borrowing. And if you watched the last video, that's one of those numbers I was talking about. And this is why people keep missing the payment they're trying to hit. So I actually ran this just to see what it looks like. 60,000 financed at 5.99%. Payments about 994. Drop 5,000, rate barely moves. Payment drops to about 908. Now watch this. 10,000 down. Rate still doesn't move much, but the payment drops all the way to about 821. Even dropping the rate a full point barely moves the payment. But dropping what you're borrowing, that's what actually changes it. Now here's where it flips. I had a loan request on my desk, 500 score, $52,000 new car. Basically no real credit, just a builder card. Sounds crazy, right? Yeah, that's not getting approved. But they have $47,000 in positive equity, cash, trade, rebate. So, as Erica Badu would say, do the math. Even after fees, that's less than an $8,000 loan. So now you've got one situation that looks good, but doesn't work, and another that looks crazy, but does. That's because the payment isn't coming from the rate. It's coming from how much you're financing. So if you're walking into a dealership thinking, I just need to be at $500 a month, but you're not changing what you're bringing into it, you're going to keep missing that number. And part of the reason why this matters even more now, car prices aren't what they used to be. There's really no such thing as a $20,000 new car anymore. Manufacturers are pushing higher trims, and people are buying bigger vehicles. So if the price is already higher, you can't afford to focus on the wrong part of it. If you actually want to lower the payment, you've got to change the numbers going into it. You can't fix a $50,000 problem with a small rate change. And once you understand that, you start to look at the whole process differently. Because the dealership isn't your enemy, but they're not exactly on your side either.